Hello geeks and gamers, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles, and today we have another flip through. This is the Mythic Realms book from Paizo for the Pathfinder campaign settings. Just like many of our other flip throughs, you can see right off the bat that on the inside cover, Pathfinder has put a map of Galaria. What's unique about this map is that it has locations, characters, and founts. The stars are the founts, the locations are the circles, and the diamonds are characters. On right underneath the table of contents, you can see the books that you need in order to use this book to its fullest extent. And then they don't waste any time. They jump right in to give you a brief overview of how Mythic Realms came about, and Legends in the Making pretty much started all the way back when they first started their whole new world of Galaria. One other thing you need to know is that if you do not have the Mythic Adventures book, you might be wasting your time with this book, because this book is meant to be used playing Mythic characters. And then they have a Mythic Glossary, which is basically not everything you need to know about playing Mythic characters, but it's a lot of the terminology they use. The first thing they start off with is fonts of Mythic power. And basically what a font is a site that opens a door for your character to basically be able to harness Mythic powers. And then they have a small section on claiming Mythic power. And again, the best advice is that GMs are encouraged to expand upon the flavor of the sources to create other paths that fit their specific campaigns. And the first font is the Cenotaph, which we're not going to have, I'm not going to waste it by spending a lot of time on every single thing in this book, but you have the Cenotaph, and every single font has an overview of history, challenges and threats, the claiming of the Mythic power, and examples of the Mythic power. I'm not going to dilly-dally around too much. I just want to move through here and cover all the fonts and move into the Mythic places. There is really a lot of information in this book, but you have Doorway to the Red Star. They do, again, overview, history, challenges and threats. And then you move into the Mana Wells, and it follows the same thing. Every now and then they have some more detail for you on things like the Eldritch Surges. They have a random chart for determining its effects. And then again they have a thing for claiming the Mythic power. They have the Morton Spire, which is right here. Again, it's overview, history, challenges and threats. And then they have the Star Towers. And we will go ahead and real quick we'll take a look at Vigilant Halls is one of the challenges and threats in the Morton Spire, which is one of my favorite challenges and threats in the whole book. And basically what this is it's a hall that has basins in it and containers and different vessels with seawater, and there's a monk that wanders around effectively protecting them, which a monk protecting things that are basically cities that are kind of like lost, buildings lost in Aslant. Something that I liked. And we're going to move, they have the Starstone, which right here is the best summation of the Starstone challenge, or the test of the Starstone, I should say. That's the best way you can go about it. And then they have Mythic Places. And basically what Mythic Places are locations that have been locked unless you're a Mythic character. And those places are the Black Desert, Mekatar, Pit of Gormuz, Tusk Mountains, Velshamite Jungle, and Ya. If I spend a lot of time on these, you're going to lose. You're not going to lose interest, but I'll be spoiling it because of the way that the information is presented. So the Black Desert is a place of undead funguses, purple worms, and the undead are basically drow. Here is the map of the Black Desert. And one of my favorite threats in this is, by the way, a cradle of purple worms, where there's at least 50 purple worms rolling around, wildly to attack whatever gets in their way. And then here's Mekatar, which is a place of curses, diseases, experimental magics, poisons, and all manner of the undead. And here's the map of it. You have, look at that, a river of rot. And then you have the Pit of Gormuz, which the threats of the Pit of Gormuz are the Rovavug cultists, spawn of Rovavug, twisted beasts of madness and destruction. And then the map of Rovagug, I'm just going to kind of pan up. It's a side cutout view of the pit, which you really can't see it here. These are all caverns that are into the side of the pit wall, which on this darkness is a little bit hard to tell, I think. And then you have magma at the very bottom, which kind of looks like teeth there, but hey. And then you have Tusk Mountains, which here's the guy who is kind of like the overseer of it, Jarl Kathurga. He rides a white dragon, and some of the threats there are dinosaurs, giants, and megafauna. Here's the map of the Tusk Mountains. It's a pretty big area. Well, not as big as some you'll see. 30 miles is what that represents. And then you have the Velashmai jungle, which is in southern Xia, and carnivorous plants, big giant insects, diseases, Kayu, and Zills are the prominent threats in the area. And there is a map here of the Velashmai jungle. Velashmai. This is about 500 miles. And again, just like in some of the other, all of the mythic locations, places, follow the same basic principle too. Like this is the last one. This is Ya, and it has this descriptor. It has another descriptor here that is much more factual. Not so much factual, but it's not like historical fluff. Location, high above the deserts. Common threats are denizens of Lang, errant traps, and latent magical effects on the Oni. And then it has notable inhabitants, which is the Avalanche King and Lokua, Musafti, the Burning, Sheb, and Yellow Harridan, along with some prominent locations. Here is their descriptive picture, their piece of art on it. And, well, where I was going is every section has history, region of the Gazetteer, and all of these list, some threats and ideas in background. Each of the locations is about 3 to 4.5 pages, really. And this is a map of the flying city of Ya. This is 4,000 miles right here. So 4,000 miles is about an inch, and this is about 6 inches across, to give you an idea. And each one has mythic trials. Like the mythic trial, one of the mythic trials in City of Ya is to repair the city's navigation system so it doesn't crash. And then it moves into the characters, which basically these are all the characters that are named within this book. Like Jarl Narak is one of them. He's my favorite, I think, of this book. We have the Agmazar, the Star Titan, which is a colossal undead. And on the next page we have Aramar, Lord of Divs, who is a huge outsider, CR26. Then we have Arazni, which is a female human lich wizard, 20 and a martial 8. Then we have the Jarl Nargorok, who is a Frost Giant Ranger, 12, and a Martial 8. And his artifact weapon. We have Cortash Kane, Old Mage Jetameba, Oliphant of Jendalay, and we have Riskinya, the Dark Comet. And we have the Whispering Tyrant, who is a Lich that is mythic. Mythic Lich. I think I want to become a mythic character just to fight this. That's the flip through on the Mythic Realms book. It is not meant to be purchased alone. I think it really is truly is a supplement to the Mythic Adventures. It acts, in my opinion, it's a guide for the potential that a DM and a player can have within the realm of Mythic Adventures. I hope you like the flip through and that this helps you make a decision as to whether or not this is a book you need in your collection. If you're watching this on our blog and you want to follow us and keep a track of our updates, you can click on any of the social media links on the right-hand side of your screen. Thanks and have a good day.